Thank you, Mr. President. At the outset, allow me to congratulate you for chairing so successfully the presidency of the Security Council for the month of June. I want to assure you all here today that Bosnia and Herzegovina looks forward to the day when can close the office of the High Representative in our country. Unfortunately, that day has not arrived yet. As you know, and as it has been mentioned by few of you, the 5+2 agenda has been agreed upon in 2008, setting out the requirements that need to be met by the BH authorities prior to the closure of the OEJAR. And while progress has been made in some areas, there is still much work to be done before we can consider the requirements fulfilled. We simply cannot stress enough the importance of the High Representative's role in the implementation of the Dayton Peace Agreement in Bosnia and Herzegovina. The process of transferring responsibility to Bosnia and Herzegovina's elected officials is an important one, but it must be done at the right time when all agreed preconditions have been met. The political situation in the country, particularly over the past 6 months, saw some deplorable actions and statements by certain political actors in Bosnia and Herzegovina, illustrates the necessity and significance for the OEJAR to continue its work. Last year, we marked the 25th anniversary of the General Framework Agreement for Peace in Dayton and the signing of the agreement in Paris. And while an immense amount of progress has been achieved, we need to continue the strengthening of the state-level institutions and their competencies in line with the Constitution of Bosnia and Herzegovina. Some politicians have found it quite beneficial to resist and to protest either the High Representative himself or the work of his office, and that is unfortunate. Instead, our focus needs to be on continuing creation of an administration that can meet the needs of its citizens as well as be able to face challenges ahead. As you recall, on May 27th, the steering board of the Peace Implementation Council formally appointed the new High Representative in Bosnia and Herzegovina, consistent with relevant United Nations Security Council resolutions. The newly appointed High Representative is to take up his duties on August 1st. I invite all members of the Peace Implementation Council to continue to provide support to the important work of the High Representative. It is of utmost importance that the Office of High Representative and High Representative itself continue their work with the people and institutions of Bosnia and Herzegovina, as well as with the international community, to ensure Bosnia and Herzegovina's continued progress towards becoming a prosperous and effective democracy, firmly on its path towards Euro-Atlantic integration. Allow me to conclude my statement by using medical terminology we have been accustomed to in past 18 months. The collective immunization of the Bosnian political and legal system has not been completed yet. If we interrupt or suspend the procedures we have diligently been following for the past 25 years, we expose ourselves to a high risk of reinfection and potentially dangerous surge, which we will not be able to contain alone. And all our efforts to stop the spread of the virus will go to complete waste. Thank you, Mr. President.
I thank Her Excellency Ms. Turković for her statement.